Good day, dear students. Let us start lecture number 9. Let us have a brief recap what we have studied in the last class. We studied about the different tiers of blockchain technology. The tiers are nothing but the different versions. We can call it as a tiers or different versions. We have studied blockchain 1, 2, 3 and finally blockchain X.0. In 2009, we started with this blockchain 1. So how the technology has been developed, this is all we have discussed in the last class. In the last class, we also learned about one more term, that is Machina Economicus. So what it is? Machina Economicus. It is a concept of two things which comes from the field of artificial intelligence and computational economics. These two are clubbed and there is a one concept that is called Machina Economicus. It can be defined as a machine that makes logical and perfect decisions. So there is a one field called artificial intelligence. It uses the human mind so that the machine is trained and takes some decision. So this concept is clubbed with this computational economics. There are various technical challenges that need to be addressed before this dream can be realized. So this was a brief recap. We studied in the last class about the various versions of the blockchain technology, and we also learned about what is Machina Economicus. So after this, today we will see the various features of blockchain technology. As we all know, to accomplish the blockchain, how the blockchain technology works, blockchain technology has been supported by various features. All these features we will see in today's class. So just to summarize, we have got these 9 features. It is supported by so many features. These are the basic 9 features the blockchain technology is supported. Distributed consensus, transaction verification, platform for smart contracts, transferring value between peers, generation of cryptocurrencies, smart property, provider of security, immutability, uniqueness. Now let us see one by one. What is distributed consensus? As we all know, the whole blockchain technology is built upon this distributed environment. So distributed consensus is the primary underpinning of a blockchain. We can call it as a backbone of the blockchain, that the concept. This mechanism allows a blockchain to present a single version of truth, which is agreed upon by all parties without the requirement of a central authority. This is very clear-cut definition. Every time you come across this word consensus, please remember this. This mechanism, means consensus mechanism, allows a blockchain to present a single version of truth, which is agreed upon, means there is a consensus. Everyone is agreeing. Majority of the people, they are agreeing, which is agreed upon by all the parties without the requirement of a central authority. This is the basic feature of the blockchain technology, that is distributed consensus. The second is transaction verification. What does it mean? As we all know, every block, there are transactions taking place in the blockchain, and we are going to store that all the transactions in a block. Any transaction posted from the nodes on the blockchain are verified based on a predetermined set of rules. Only valid transactions are selected for inclusion in a block. This is one of the important features. So whenever there are transactions, they are predetermined by a set of rules. Any transaction posted from the nodes on the blockchain are verified. If anyone want to do any transaction, so they are first verified based on a predetermined set of rules. Before only we have made set of rules. If they are verified, then only they are considered as a valid transaction. So after these transactions, they are included in a block. In the earlier class, we all know that all the information is stored in the blocks. The second property, the second basic feature of blockchain technology is transaction verification. Now coming to the third part, which is also very much important, platform for smart contracts. What does it mean? A blockchain is a platform on which programs can run to execute business logic on behalf of the user. It has got a wide spectrum. What it tells, a blockchain is a platform on which programs can run to execute business logic on behalf of the users. What are these smart contracts? Blockchain technology provides a platform for running smart contract. What do you mean by contract? A contract may be between the clients, a contract between the upper user and the end user. So how these are? These contracts are nothing but these are automated autonomous programs. I have marked in yellow so that they are very important terms. These are automated autonomous programs that reside on the blockchain network and encapsulate the business logic and code needed to execute a required function when certain conditions are met. So what are these smart contracts? Blockchain technology provides a platform for running the smart contracts. This blockchain technology, it provides a platform so that whatever programs are there, they are being run on this platform. How they are run? They are running by autonomous programs. They reside on the blockchain network and they encapsulate, means it includes all the business logic and the code needed to execute any required function when certain conditions are met. So obviously this is indeed a revolutionary feature of blockchain. So a contract, suppose one person is having account with the bank, so this is a client and this is the bank. There is some contract. In the same way, we are not restricting to only one application. It tells that the contracts, n number of contracts between n number of people, and that contract is in a smart way. This is indeed a revolutionary feature of blockchain, as it provides flexibility, speed, security, and automation for real-world scenarios that can lead to completely trustworthy system with significant cost reduction. As we all know, that system is a trustworthy system. In the earlier classes, we know that no one is going to tamper the blockchain, the data. That's why we are calling it as a trustworthy system. So let us see a simple example of the smart contract. Suppose we have booked one flight and it is cancelled. How this smart contract come in the picture and going to solve our problem? For example, think about an insurance contract where a claim is paid to the traveler if the flight is cancelled. In the real world, if you have come across this, you might be knowing this. This process normally takes a significant amount of time to make the claim. I don't know, it may take 1 week, 2 weeks or 1 month. Months together it will take. They have to verify it and pay back the insurance amount to the claimant. Claimant is nothing but the traveler. While if this whole process were automated with cryptographically enforced trust, transparency and execution, so that as soon as the smart contract received a feed that flight in question has been cancelled, it automatically triggers the insurance payment to the claimant. If the flight is on time, the smart contract pays itself. Are you getting my point? What does it mean? So many manual processes are there in the earlier system. Suppose if we apply this blockchain technology, suppose we apply this smart contract, this concept in a simple example of insurance contract between the traveler and the company. Suppose if the flight is cancelled, so it is an automated process and he gets back the money within no time. So that is the privilege of the smart contract. The fourth feature is transferring value between the peers. So what does it mean? Blockchain enables the transfer of value between its users and its users via the tokens. Tokens can be thought of as a carrier of the value. How it transfers the value? It transfers the value, it uses the token. In future classes, we'll come to know all this. Blockchain enables the transfer of value between its users via tokens. Tokens can be thought of as a carrier of value. That is the fourth feature of blockchain technology. The fifth feature is generation of cryptocurrency. This is The feature is optional depending upon type of blockchain in use. A blockchain can create cryptocurrency as an incentive to its miner who validate the transaction and spend resources to secure the blockchain. The fifth feature of blockchain technology is generation of cryptocurrency. This feature is optional depending upon type of blockchain in use. A blockchain can create cryptocurrency as an incentive to its miner who validate the transactions and spend resources to secure the blockchain. The sixth is smart property. It is possible to link a digital or physical asset to the blockchain in such a secure and precise manner that it cannot be claimed by anyone else. You are in full control of your asset and it cannot be double spent or double owned. Means there will be a single owner. Compare this with the digital music file, for example, which can be copied many times without any controls. While it is true that many digital rights management, we call it as a DRM schemes, are being used currently along with copyright laws, but none of them is enforceable in such a way as blockchain based DRM can be. Blockchain can provide DRM functionality in such a way that it can be enforced fully. Means there is always a problem of piracy. So that's why they have come up with to solve this problem with digital rights management. But still though we have got this problem, in spite of this law, there are problems, and these can be solved by using this blockchain technology. Suppose how the smart property concept will stop this digital piracy. We all know that there is a music album, there are so many movies, films, ebooks, they are routinely shared on the internet without any limitation. We have got abundant of the data, isn't it? So we have copyright protection in place of many years, but digital piracy refutes all attempts to fully enforce the law. In spite of the law, someone is going to take our asset. So what is the solution? Suppose if we use this blockchain technology, we can own our own asset. No one else can claim it unless you decide to transfer it. Are you getting? By using this blockchain technology, the owner owns the asset for himself such that no one can interfere in it, no one can intrude in it. So that's why how the blockchain technology is helping this DRM, digital rights management. This feature has far-reaching implications, especially in DRM and electronic cash systems where double spends detection is crucial requirement. In this way, we are going to stop this digital piracy problem. Though the seventh one feature is provider of security. The blockchain is based on proven cryptography techniques. So many cryptographic algorithms we are using so that the data is secured, and it always provides the integrity and availability of data. And the eighth one is immutability. Earlier we had come across this term. Immutability is nothing but the unchangeability feature of blockchain technology. This is another critical feature of blockchain. Once records are added to the blockchain, they are immutable. No one is going to change the data. That is the immutable. For example, if a malicious user want to alter previous data, then it would require computing the POW. You might be knowing POW is proof of work. Once again, for all those blocks that have already been added to the blockchain. This difficulty makes the records in the blockchain essentially immutable. How they are become immutable? We have got a concept of POW, that is proof of work. So it is very highly impossible to change the data. And the ninth feature of the blockchain technology is uniqueness. This blockchain feature ensures that every transaction is unique and has not already been spent. Means we are solving this double spend problem. What is uniqueness? This blockchain feature ensures that every transaction is unique and has not been already spent. This feature is especially relevant with cryptocurrencies where detection and avoidance of double spending are vital requirements.